Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly oracle card reading. And I haven't used oracle cards for a little while, so I thought I would use my magical messages from the Fairies deck. And you might notice that I've uploaded this reading a little bit early, so this reading is for February 26th to March 4th. And I'm just taking a little break from being online, taking a little vacation from the internet so that I can work on some creative projects. And I'm going to be back on March 1st, but I didn't want to neglect my readings, my weekly readings, so I decided to just upload these ahead of time. Okay, so the first card is for Monday and Tuesday, so February 26th, 27th. And this card says, goodbye to the old, hello to the new. You've finished one part of your life and now a new and even better part is beginning. So I love how this is coming up for us on a Monday. This is like the beginning of the week. So this is, I almost think this is kind of similar in a way to the Judgment card in the tarot, or even the Death card. So this is about letting go of things and welcoming in sort of a new energy. So it's a big card, it's exciting, and it's hard to, like, if you want to make changes, it's very hard to make changes without first letting go of something. So any kind of change you want to make in your life usually involves some sort of a sacrifice or letting go so that you can make room for welcoming in the new thing, the new energy that you're wanting to welcome in. So another thing I get with this card is that the beginning of the week is a really good time to reflect and kind of take stock of things and notice if you're feeling unsatisfied or unfulfilled. Ask yourself, what would need to change in order for me to feel more satisfied or more fulfilled? And deciding kind of, what sort of things do you want less of in your life, and what sort of things do you want more of? And then as we get to the middle of the week, so Wednesday and Thursday, this card says connect with nature. You're rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. And it's true that when you are surrounded by nature, if you go into a forest area or if you're by a body of water, there is something very energizing and very rejuvenating about it. There's a certain, I want to say there's a certain stillness, except if you're by a large body of water. Sometimes there isn't so much stillness, but there's just something about the vibe or the energy that you get when you're around nature that is it's almost nurturing to your soul. And so I think that it's so important. And I live in a place where I'm surrounded by nature. It's very easy for me to get out in nature. And despite the fact that I'm always blabbing about it in my videos, I don't actually do it that much. My partner is he's always getting out into nature and going for hikes and stuff. But anyways, and I know for some people it's hard to get out in nature if you're in a city. But most cities do have parks and green spaces that you can go to. So if you're looking for inspiration, or even if you're just having a difficult time making a decision or choosing a path, you're going to have a much easier time navigating those decisions and those changes if you spend some time in nature, just kind of contemplating, or even just not thinking. So just being present, being very much in the now. I think that's what nature does. It helps you be present. And in the middle of the week, or the end of the week, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have love life. And this card says, the basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So there's a few things I get with this card. Number one, it could be that towards the end of the week, if you're single, you might meet someone special. If you're in a relationship, you may find that your relationship is really good on the weekend. There's more connection, more communication. more thrills. But essentially, this card is about your relationship with those around you, not just your romantic partner, but how you relate to and how you treat those around you. And also your, like another way to read this card is love life. So not your love life, but loving life. And I think that that is what this card is really about. It's about your relationship with life. You know, are you passionate about being alive? Are you passionate about the things that you do? Or do you feel kind of dejected and uninspired? You know, are you loving life right now, or are you hating life? And I think everyone goes through phases where they're not loving life so much. But this card is a message, and it's reminding you that even if you don't always feel this way, you're incredibly lucky to be alive. And you really want to cherish the time that you spend here on Earth as a human being, because it's a very unique experience and you have a very unique perspective. And you're probably never going to have this opportunity again. Even if you believe in reincarnation, you're not going to be you know, in this lifetime. You'll be in a different lifetime. So your experience as a human being, as you in this lifetime, is a unique and special experience. And yeah, I feel like this card is really, it's encouraging you to remind yourself of that and to reignite your passion and your love affair with life, whatever that takes. So maybe even thinking about the kinds of things that you get excited about. What are some of the things that you love to do? And really make a date with yourself to actually do those things. I think it's so easy to get caught up in chores and things that need to be done and kind of the daily grind. And sometimes we forget to really make time to do the things that we love to do. So this is just a reminder to do that this week. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom out here. I'm gonna look at all these cards together, see if anything stands out to me. I feel like it feels like this week is almost a transition. It feels like some kind of transition is happening this week. And it's not necessarily an external transition, like it's not like you're moving necessarily, you're moving jobs, or it's more like an internal transition of some sort. There's this card of letting go of the old and deciding, you know, what direction you want to go in, what doors do you want to open. And in the middle here is this card of, really a card of contemplation, but also a card of connecting with the world around you. And I think sometimes we forget that we're connected to nature. It's not like there's nature and then there's us. You know, we are nature, and we forget that. And so I think this is reminding you that you're connected to everything around you. It's not just you on your own as an island. We're all connected. And this in turn kind of leads to this message of loving life. So I feel like this week is really about discovering what path you want to take, discovering, you know, where you want to direct your energies this week, and also reigniting your love affair with life and revisiting some of those things that you're really passionate about. So really lovely week. So thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful week.